Okay guys, we're here with Matt, who is how many days out from North America?
19.
Okay, and how, Jose, you can still say weeks.
46 days.
46 days from Olympia.
Yep.
The reason I don't like to say weeks is because unless you shoot the video on a Friday or Saturday, it's really not exact. Yeah.
Oh, Matt loves this bar. It's a skinny bar.
You do or you don't?
I do.
Really?
Skinny bars, yeah.
Aren't the bars at your usual gym enormous?
Yes.
Like for a bear paw?
That's why you can use them so well.
Jose has enormous paws like a bear.
Banana hands.
Banana hands. Yeah. He could lift like those tire axles, like the.
Yeah, this little bar, I feel like it's digging into my head.
See?
I haven't used one in a long time.
Matt is fully covered up in several layers right now, but there's actually feels like the air conditioning did kick in here. There was no AC when I came in.
He's doing wearing his Pittsburgh Steelers sweatshirt.
Wow, what's up with that?
Because he's going to Pittsburgh.
Is the show? It's in Pittsburgh again?
It's in Pittsburgh again.
Same exact place?
Same place.
Oh my God. So Matt is now 241 pounds and shredded beyond belief. So if he doesn't take this sweatshirt off in a couple minutes, I'm gonna tackle him and rip it off just for you guys.
Oh, that was
perfect.
Right. Now the question is, where do I go for the big boy set? If the bar ain't bending, you're just pretending.
405, right?
Alright.
All right, Matty, come on.
Let's go. Yep. Beautiful. Come on. Yep. Come on. Yep. Good.
You beat Matty.
Double. That was double, yeah.
So you're buying dinner now, I guess, man. The tank top you gave me was way too big, so I gave it to Matt. He wears it well. Whew.
Come on.
Yeah, strong.
First of all, as is custom, we always want us to talk about the workout. So what did you guys start off with?
Incline barbell. Well, I started with some flies, which we didn't film because I'm a puss and I need a lot to warm up. The doctor here likes to get right into it, so he has all of his strength. Where it'll take me forever to keep moving. So we did that. We did flat flies.
Yeah. Well, one big drop. We did one heavy set and then one big drop set on the inclines.
Do you guys typically go that heavy on the incline bar?
Usually that heavy isn't that heavy on the incline bar. That one felt particularly heavy today. Different bench, different bar. But yeah, he usually gets at a little bit more, and I go that heavy occasionally.
General rule of thumb, we go as heavy as possible, safely. So if we can do it, we do it.
As far as starting with inclines, you guys do that purposely all the time? You alternate, or it's just whatever you feel like doing that day?
We've been starting for a few years, many years like that. The flat bench is more of an ego exercise. You know, we discovered years ago that you rarely find someone with an overly developed upper chest and an underdeveloped lower chest, you know, so it's worked out well for us because it also helped to develop more shoulder girth and overall strength, so and size.
Yeah, I would say probably 80% of the time we're on incline barbell, just because the gym we work out doesn't usually have the big boy dumbbells. So when we get to another gym, usually we'll start with that has like 150s or something. We'll start with incline dumbbells, but flat maybe once every 8 or 9 workouts, maybe.
Now, Matt, I gotta say, your chest a couple years ago was shitty. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was flat as it was like, you know, it was horrific. But
yes,
you've got a chest on you now. What do you attribute that to?
I think just years and years of doing it. I definitely, except of course now you see a video where I do 4 reps. I definitely increase my rep range. Very rarely do I go below 8. And I think it's that kind of volume style that kind of makes you round. Like if you guys watch Jose work out, I mean everything's high reps, drop sets, you know, 20 sets per body part, give or take. And I think that stuff just gives you that roundness, pumps blood in there. I stopped going quite as heavy on the flat bench. I think that's pretty much it too, getting away from the flat bench. I was a real good bench presser, I just didn't have a chest.
Yeah.
And I think Jose was at one point in time too.
Yeah. The only thing that grew was my triceps.
And boy, did they grow.
Yes.
Look at those fuckers. So next you guys did flat flies. That's something, Jose, you've only really started doing like past year or two, would you say?
Yeah, Matt got me into them because he's got long arms. He's really mechanically designed to do them comfortably. And just because he likes to do them so much, I practice doing them. And as we've gone through the years, I've gotten better at feeling it and squeezing every rep. Where before I used to just felt awkward in my shoulder. But once I'm warmed up and I do it right, I can feel it pain-free and I get a real nice pump in the chest. So we've been doing those pretty much every workout now.
And I think what he said there was important too, was pain-free. You know, when you press as much as he does, there's only so much of that you can do before things start hurting. You know, if we were to go, and sometimes we do, go right into flat bench and afterwards, now again we're using somewhere in the neighborhood of 365, he is anyway, somewhere in the neighborhood of 365 again, that's a lot of wear and tear on the joints.
Yeah.
Instead you can get good chest contractions with a pair of 60s.
Right.
So from there you guys went to a hammer machine, the hammer strength wide press.
Yeah.
Typically you'll do some kind of hammer machine next, but this is just the one you picked today, right?
Because we're here, we don't train here. This is a different gym, different equipment, and whenever we get to use different movements, we do it. And this happened to have the wide press, so it felt good. That's a good squeeze, you know. It's kind of like a fly press motion, you know. It's out wide, coming in tight.
You know I'm thinking about it, right?
Huh?
I said, you know I'm still thinking about going up, right?
Well, you always are. Oh boy. Yeah. Yep. Doesn't you can't bring them as close together as with the other one.
It's kind of a structure with a couple heavy free weight things of some type. Not always flies, but then we kind of gravitate towards machines and then finally cables. Before Dave warms up.
Yep.
I should warm up.
So we use it just a different movement. We have a kind of a decline at our gym, and we have an incline, but we don't have that wide, so we gave it a shot. It was pretty good, a little awkward, but did the job.
We finished up with cable crossovers.
Yeah, you know, both of us were pre-contest. Both of us were pretty much shot by then, probably. So it's a good finishing motion. Get a good pump going. I sometimes will finish with dips too, one of the two. Just something I'm going to do, you know, sets of 15 on, just to kind of get that last little bit of pump going.
Okay. Talk about where you guys are at. Your show is North American is 2 weeks from this Saturday coming up.
Yeah, so it's about I guess that's 19 days from today.
Yeah. Now I competed with you at the Masters, and you weighed in around 230 or so.
Yeah, about 231.
And look at you now.
Yeah, so I'm about 10 pounds heavier now.
So you've taken a couple weekend vacations with your wife and kids since then, correct?
Yeah, we had 2 trips to Maine, had a little bit of food, kind of rode the rebound, and now, you know, serious for the last 3 weeks here to get back down into full contest shape.
But if I may play a theoretical diet coach here, I think that was the best thing you could have done, because you're harder than you were and you're fuller than you were. So I think you needed those 2 weekends of relaxing eating.
Well, I think I dieted for a long time for the Masters, and I had it in my mind that, you know I'm not going to be the biggest super heavy, so I got to out-condition people, and I may have just gotten a little carried away with that towards the end.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this one plays out a little, but I don't plan on sacrificing condition. So
Jose, the Olympia is how many weeks from this coming Saturday?
6 from this coming Saturday.
6. How are you feeling?
I feel wonderful. I feel amazing. I feel right where I should be.
Yeah.
Heading into the Olympia, the big show. I had a great season so far. I took like 5 or 6 weeks to do really nothing. Get some pumps, a couple of good workouts, do some traveling, see some family, and then get right back on it. And it was a nice enough break for me to be re-energized and respond well to all the exercise and the food. And I'm right about 220. I woke up like 218 this morning. Go to bed at 222 tonight, you know. So my weight is staying up. I'm holding it, and I'm getting harder. If anyone's seen my progress pics, I got striated glutes. My hamstrings are in. I'm dry at 7 weeks out. So I'm gonna be a freak at the Olympia. No doubt about it.
Now your coach Chris Aceto just did some nice things with Evan Senapani a few days ago in Tampa. That was Evan's first show with Chris, and I think the results speak for themselves. Evan looked pretty damn good.
I'm going to say something right now that Evan probably wouldn't say, because Evan is not one to make excuses or whatever, but the kid was on his deathbed the night before the show. He was sick as hell, and people, oh, he's not at his best, blah, blah, blah. He wasn't at his best. He was about 90% max. You know, when that kid is healthy and full and not shitting his brains out, beware. He'll be about another 12 pounds heavier than that on stage and freakish. The kid he's still a baby too, man. He's still growing. He's still getting better every time. But I'm so glad he hooked up with Chris, because Chris is so anal retentive about every little thing that that's what Evan needs. Evan is very much like Chris, very specific in everything he does. So they're a good team, and great things are coming from Evan, for sure.
Yeah. Definitely, Jose will be following you. We'll be doing some more videos with you in the next weeks leading up to Olympia. Matt, we're going to get at least one more with you before the big day.
Nice.
So that's it. Say goodbye to MD.
See you guys later. Thanks.
All right.